Welcome YouTube to another episode of Zill and Chill. Today's drink is going to be a hard rock, hard seltzer, blackberry sangria. These are not sponsored, none of these drinks are sponsored. This is just stuff I pick up on my own and try out. These are actually really good. These are, I'll drink a White Claw or something like that once in a while. These are delicious. No added sugars, 130 calories, and it's still 6% ABV. So if any of you are like me and you need a little bit higher ABV than just 4.2, these are pretty good. With that, today I'm going to be highlighting Yucca, Arizona. I'm only going to highlight one house out here. There are a few properties for sale out there. I don't know how I wound up in the desert, but that's our theme for the day. And this one happened to be the one that was definitely the most interesting. So we start off, Yucca home values, average home values, $213,763. Let's take a look at this one. So all of one bed, one bath, 480 square feet. They want $122,000 for it. We'll get to the pictures here in a minute. Very, very fascinating. So reading the description on this, it says a 350 foot with additional attached detached bedroom area at 12 by 10. Okay, first off, that puts us at 470, not 480. And an additional attached / detached bedroom. I guess it's the Schrodinger's bedroom of small cabins. Off-grid, fun, eclectic, one of a kind. Looking to get away from everyone and get creative? Yeah, this'll do it for you. A little over 1 acre, horse property, no HOA, permanent septic with RV hookup, 1,200 gallon gravity water feed tank, 300 gallon portable transport tank on trailer, 5-strand barbed wire around the whole property as required by the Department of Agriculture to keep cattle off your property. I'm going to show some satellite pictures here after we're done, and what cattle are grazing out there. There's literally nothing to eat. It's the Mojave Desert. And with that, metal roof, blah, 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 on-demand propane water heater, 4-burner propane cooking stove, full-size bathroom with tub and shower toilet, cozy loft with a little private window overlook in the mountains. I don't know if they meant overlooking the mountains. Water well is only 7 miles away, and it's 25 cents for 75 gallons of water. I pulled up my water bill here in the city, and that's cheaper than what I pay. So, other than the fact you have to drive to go get it, it's not actually that bad. It's off a newly paved road. All furniture and fun decor stays. Everything you see in the photos stays with the property. It's actually pretty cool. You'll see that here in a minute. Giant geodome can be turned into a greenhouse, second camping, or convert into a yurt. Wanted to say yogurt like 20 times there. Turnkey ready, Airbnb, part-time or full-time stay of the weekend getaways. It's got a 12-volt water pump. Turn that on for more pressure if you want to shower, basically. Otherwise, you use gravity. Small solar system enough to charge phones. 10 miles from the freeway, post office, fuel station, general store, and restaurant, but still far enough away for solitude, privacy, peace, and quiet. So bear that in mind. This does not have any type of well. It does not have electricity, other than your little solar panels. Taking a look at the outside of this thing, you can see the decor that they're saying comes with it. So you get these nice glass bottles. You get some milk jugs, some old milk canisters back there. That's kind of nice. Get some wicker chairs with what I'm assuming is a fire pit. Oh, and a chimenea too. So stay nice and warm. Deserts can get cold at night, so I can see those being a necessity. Here's your driveway leading in. And here we're starting off with the kitchen, which, to be completely honest with you, I love it. I love it. I love the colors. I love the baby poop green door. I love how they managed to paint the cabinets in there. Kind of has a teal. There's a jewelry, kind of a rock jewelry that looks like that one. I don't know why I'm drawing such a blank. Got a double sink. You got your stove cooktop. Not bad. It's got some room to it. Not entirely against this property. Good size patio cover in the front. I would love to know what direction it faces. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Because if it faces north, great. If it faces south, that's not entirely usable. Nice view. Okay, not terrible. Maybe that's a yucca tree. I don't think it's a Joshua tree. I don't know. I live in a high plains desert. Again, you got some nice decorations and everything on the outside. Not terrible. Nice little, I guess, rockway leading up to your security door. Lots of cactus. Neat exterior picture here. You got your driftwood. I don't know if that's a fake bird or if that's a real one. If it's a real one, that's a pretty good shot. Okay, then we get into kind of this living room area, which has this wood-burning stove in it. Looks like a very, very small, thin wood-burning stove. But I guarantee it's more than enough to heat up this space, especially if you decide to sleep in the loft rather than the bedroom. Interesting, we see a hookah. I don't know why that's interesting, but it fits the theme of this property quite well. From what I've seen of a lot of these homes out in the desert, I think the heat does something to these people. But you know, I'm kind of digging it. It has a very hippie vibe to it, which is kind of fun. Again, all the decorations stay. So you get this really cool green armchair. It's actually kind of cool. Nice end table. Yeah, not terrible. Now we get into the bathroom, which reminds me a lot, especially with the corrugated metal in here. If you've ever seen pictures of like tiny homes people have built, this definitely reminds me a lot of that. So this property is a lot like a tiny home, just a little bit bigger, and it's stationary. So you have a full-size bathtub, full-size shower in there. There's your toilet. There's your instant water heater, which is cool to have. I mean, shoot, I don't have that in my normal house, much less something that's out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, they are a little psychotic though, because that toilet paper is facing the wrong direction. I don't know if I can take them seriously anymore. Alright, there's your loft with your window overlook in the mountains, apparently. Good storage out in the hallway. I mean, that's not bad. Good amount of storage going on there. You're not going to be out of space to put things. Decent sized bedroom. Assuming these are hers and hers closets, and rather than having doors, there's just curtains right there. And if you look at the roof, the ceiling in here, that to me looks like painted plywood. That's not. It definitely doesn't look like drywall that's been plastered over. So this house could also be extremely flammable, and you're nowhere near a fire department. So I'd be a little bit more cautious with construction like that. Interesting. I said it doesn't have electricity. It's got a light switch and a light in here. I don't know if they got that running off solar panels or if they wired this thing maybe to plug into a generator. But that's the only light fixture I've seen in this entire property, because it's just in the bedroom. That's fascinating. Get some nice exterior shots. There's your propane for the stove. You're just using camping propane tanks. Little, what are those, 20 pounders? Here's your 1,200 gallon water tank, gravity feed. There's your extra propane, just in case you run out. And this is where you pump your water up to. So you grab your little 300 gallon trailer, you drag it over to the town well, 25 cents for every 75 gallons, top that thing off. It'll take you a couple of trips. So, I mean, obviously 4 if you want to fill up the whole thing. Nice gates. There's your little itty bitty trailer. A very cute little trailer. You could tow that with anything. 300 gallons on that tiny little trailer. You could tow that with a Prius. Nice fence all the way around the property. There's the geodescent, I believe they said, dome. That I don't know if anything was ever sacrificed in here, but it kind of has that vibe to it. So you might want to burn some sage when you get over to it. You got a dumpster. That looks like a tiny dumpster though. I don't know if that's like a 1 yard. It's pretty small. Looks like someone stepped on a normal dumpster. There's and then we get to pictures of the paved road eventually. Yep, there you go. There's the newly paved road out in the middle of nowhere for this property. So a couple things to highlight on this, on the post of this that I got to look in. So it's only been on Zillow for 10 days, already has 26 saves. That's actually pretty impressive for being out in the middle of nowhere. We get to the details on this, and new construction was built in 2018. You know, kind of just the normal stuff here. Then we get to water conservation, water smart landscaping. Really? You don't say. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks for that. I believe, yeah, listing terms, cash. So I don't know if it's hard to get a mortgage for this. Probably because it's actually not. It wouldn't be what's considered, especially for FHA, as a livable property. It doesn't have running water. Therefore, you could never get an FHA or probably even a conventional mortgage for this. So $112,000, you got to come up with that some other way. It looks like they've been trying to sell this for quite some time. They purchased the land in 2004 for $3,000. Isn't that crazy? Listed for sale. It's been for sale for, God, we're a year and a half. And they just keep going down, can't seem to get rid of it. That's interesting. They were down the beginning of the year to 99,000, then they moved it back up. Okay. Property taxes are interesting. I don't know if the tax assessor happens to know that this property exists, but it was built in 2018, and they've never paid more than $16 for the year's worth of property taxes. Oh, sorry, 20. It cost them 20 when there was no structure on it. So absolutely crazy. What's really fascinating though is, again, the area this is located. That's why I'm making so many jokes about, I don't know what cattle you got grazing around here. And yeah, obviously it's water smart landscaping. 'Cause there you are, Mojave Desert. There's shrubs and bushes, but there's nothing. There ain't nothing out there for cows to graze on. What cows? Are you kidding me? Is that something left over from the 1800s that just hasn't been wiped off the books? Dumb. Alamo Road's your newly paved road. And just to give you a sense of where this thing is in relation to anyone else, you got one property a little bit up the road there. Nothing else around. So let's zoom out a little bit more to figure out where the town is. We're just going to keep zooming. All right, we're starting to see the town. There's Yucca. So you got your grocery store, your gas station, some alien-themed tourist attraction, which actually looks like a lot of fun. I would love to go. And the Chrysler Proving Grounds. The Chrysler Mojave Desert Proving Grounds. Found that fascinating. Okay, so I guess they take prototype cars out there and see if they can burn up the engines in the middle of the Mojave heat. But that's it. That is where this property is sitting. You are hours away from the nearest major airport. You are probably hours away from the nearest hospital. So I think I'll pass on that just a little bit. And yeah, that would be 14415 South Ernest Road in Yucca, Arizona. If you like this, let me know if you got a theme, if there's a house you want me to take a look at, anything like that. Let me know if there's a beverage you want me to try. Again, none of these are sponsored. I will try pretty much anything so long as it's fit for human consumption and caffeine free. I can't do caffeine. So hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next one.